What's up, you guys? So in this episode I'm gonna be painting the housing of my headlights black. Now I have the first gen of the 350Z, so the headlights are a little bit different. You can't completely black them out like the newer 2006 models and up. So I'm just gonna show you how I did mines. There's many different ways. It just pretty much depends on your taste. Before we start this episode, I just want to apologize because I did lose the first half of the footage. I'm just going to explain to you guys right now the basics. So pretty much when I took off the headlights, I took out all the bulbs, I took out all the wiring. If you look around the headlight, I think there's like 5 tiny Phillips head screwdrivers that actually screw the lens into the housing. So you want to remove those. Then I went ahead and preheated my oven to about 180 degrees or so. So once your oven is preheated, you pretty much want to just lay the housing down with the lens part up. I then left it in there for about 10 minutes or so, and once I pulled it out, you kind of have to I use this flathead screwdriver and I pried around the clips a little bit, and then I ended up pulling the lens apart. It did take 1 or 2 tries, I believe, so you have about a couple minutes before the glue on the headlights hardens again. So once it gets too hard, it'll be too hard to pull apart. So you can actually just stick that back into the oven again and get it heated up a bit more so that the glue comes a bit more pliable. From there, I pull the lens apart. Be careful because you don't want to get any of that on the lens part, the clear part, because it'll be very hard to come off. Now from there, you can take it apart if you want. I did. You can actually just tape up the reflectors inside the housing itself. And you shouldn't have a problem, especially if you're painting it black. So I'm pretty sure that's where I left off with the footage that I have. If I can find the other footage, I'll link it in this video or in the description. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so this is the plan. I'm going to keep the reflectors chrome, and I'm pretty much going to paint this bottom here and the sides all black. Same with the upper part. I'm gonna keep this chrome, but I'm gonna paint this and the sides black, so hopefully that'll look good. As far as this projector lens, I'm gonna keep this silver, so we'll see how that turns out. So let's go ahead and finish taping up this. So I got both of these taped up pretty good. So let's go ahead and start painting these. Now I have to remove the one part from these lenses. So as far as I can see, there's only 2 screws going in, one here and one here. This feels very flimsy, so I would be very careful. Don't just pull it out. I wonder if I can just pop this reflector out. Oh, you can. I think. You can pop out this orange think I'm gonna tape off the inside of this. That way the reflector still has reflection. So let's go do that now. Scratch that. I'm not gonna tape this off because I just put the tape on a little bit and it's peeling off the chrome here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and paint it. I don't wanna mess up anymore. Alright, so I do not want it glossy, so I'm going to be using this here. It's a matte clear. It's just going to sort of deglossify the black. So if you see how glossy this is right here. So, as you can see, it's a lot more matte now instead of really glossy. So let's start putting this together. I will be polishing out these lenses. So yeah guys, so I just resealed this headlight. All I did was store it back in the oven for 10 minutes at like 170, 180. And then as soon as I took it out, I kind of pushed all the edges back in. And if you can see, it's all sealed up now. I don't know if you can see that. So now all I gotta do is screw back in those Phillips screws that was holding it in, and I should be good. Alright, so now I'm gonna clean the lens. I'm just gonna start wet sanding it with some 2000 grit and get all this buildup off of it. that I got it all sealed up, I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall the wiring harness. Completely put everything back together, I'm just gonna make sure that all the lights work real fast. So, parking lights, headlights, high beams. Alright, everything seems to be working, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put the bumper back on. Alright, there you guys have it. That's how I painted my headlight housing on my 2004 350Z. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions, or you can hit me up on my social media. Links will be in the description. And as always, I will see you guys next week. Alright, peace out.